the horrible story of the leopard attack on Kofi Mahlangu. It was a terrifying noise that caused everyone to freeze in their tracks. Kofi ceased his prayer and whirled around. From whence it emerged, was it in front of him or behind him? Because he had no idea. Hello guys, welcome back to our channel. Today we will tell you the horrible story of the leopard attack on Kofi Mahlangu. Wednesday, 5th June 2005. Kenya, Africa's heartbeat. The story takes place in central Kenya's arid plains beneath the shadow of Mount Kenya, Africa's second highest peak. These torrid areas include one of the world's most diversified animal populations, with pride of lions and deadly crocodiles among the water holes and herds of zebra and buffalo searching for safety and shade. It's a world of hidden dangers and intense struggles, where the broad grassland pulses with cricket and bird calls, and dense clouds foreshadow summer storms. D-Day, seemingly 76-year-old Kofi Mahlangu's typical day. When it happened, Kofi was growing potatoes near his village. He was fatigued from the day's work and the sun's heat. He fought yellowish weeds with his machete to protect his potato plants. When he pulled a root, his elderly knees crunched. He was dizzy from working without water or shade for hours. He saw something. There was a sudden silence. Kofi grew up in Kenyan woodlands and knew the birds should be chirping. If he wasn't careful, he may be hurt or killed. Kofi was terrified. Kofi saw something hidden. A twig snapped and he sensed footsteps. Wind silenced crickets. Kofi's heart raced. Worry ruined his appetite. Instead of escaping through the treacherous grassland, the Kofi prayed with his blade in hand. Kofi claimed to have heard God's voice throughout his life. He initially saw a frightening image. Perhaps the grass had no secrets. A low growl startled him. It was so loud that it seemed to silence the world. The salt from his sweat burned his eyes as he turned in little circles, knees crunching each time. Once again, he was greeted by a deep, threatening growl. The mystery of the grassy area back here must be solved. Suddenly, he spotted a leopard, a creature both beautiful and terrifying. He could see the rippling muscles beneath the blazing yellow hair. It stomped out of the tall grass, its gleaming teeth poised to dig into his throat. Kofi's fear overcame him. He realized his end was approaching quickly. As Kofi was about to remain still, he heard a voice as clear as the early sun. He likes quiet music. Drop the machete. Crazy. Kofi's instinct was to swing brutally with the weapon, but he knew the leopard was too fierce. As he used more weapons, he heard the voice again. Put your hand in the leopard's mouth. The voice told Kofi to do something that went against all human survival instincts. As the leopard reared up, Kofi felt doubt and terror, but he obeyed again. He punched the beast's gaping jaws. The beast's eyes clenched in misery as it realized Kofi held its velvety tongue in his hands. He twisted the leopard's tongue violently, and it bit Kofi. Kofi sees bloody bite wounds and blackness. This was life or death. Bird and cricket remained hushed, and even the long stalks of potato plants leaned forward, as though the whole universe was an attentive audience before this magnificent conflict. Kofi was fading. He wanted to quit. He wanted to curl up and let the leopard win, but he remembered his community and the voice in his brain. He felt the leopard's tongue ripping from its mouth. He felt warm blood that wasn't his. On some level, he was winning. Maybe a voice informed him, or he saw it in the leopard's yellow eye. He just had to hold on. It happened. Leopard's tongue fell away from its body, and he drove it out of its mouth. The leopard seemed bewildered and angered that it had become its prey. The fire in its eyes remained brilliantly for a few more seconds before falling heavy in sand dust and dying. No longer angry or terrified, but embracing the inevitable, it lost at hunting in Africa's bush. Tired, he thanked the voice, God. He knew he'd be considered a hero in the community and that they might sing about him. Yet he feels lucky and sad for the dying leopard. Kofi stared at the sky for minutes till the birds started singing again. Thanks for watching. Meet you soon with our next video, and make sure to subscribe to our channel right now if you haven't already.